Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to unbox this CYMA CM.048M or Full Metal and Wood AK. Hi guys, welcome back. Please do like and subscribe this video or to my channel. You are really helping me out and I hope you are enjoying my content. So, this is the next unboxing from the recent Taiwan gun order, and if you remember, I got a little bit too excited about this just because of how beautiful it was. So we're going to do a full unboxing now, and hopefully I won't get too carried away again. So this is the CM.048M or CYMA CM. So it's a full metal and wood AK-47. So the box, I do quite like this with the little gold effect logo. There's not an awful lot as usual around the box, just a little bit of branding. Now, my camera is as high as it will go on the stand, and it is as zoomed out as I can make it go, and I still can't fit the entirety of this box onto this shot. So that shows to you just how big this thing is. So you've got a little bit of information on the end. We've got a picture on the end there just showing us what's inside the box, and it's just a brown box underneath. So I'll lift that lid. So here we have target, a bit of safety information. Now this is quite a nice touch, so we've got a proper manual in the box for once. It's still a mixture of English and Chinese, possibly Japanese, I'm not entirely sure. But it is nice that it's showing you the proper use and maintenance to a varying degree of this AEG, which is quite nice. We've also got the information sheet from Taiwan gun, so 320-ish to 26 I think is on there, FPS, which for England, absolutely perfect. We are obviously locked at 350 absolute maximum in there. So we've then got a foam cover on top, so I'll lift this up, and there it is, and I'm getting a little bit excited already. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. So before we get it out, we've got the 8.4 volt 1200 mini type LiPo in there, LiPo NIM type battery in there. I have charged this, and we'll go through that in a second. You get the traditional AK-47 metal high cap, which I'm sure will be up to their normal excellent quality, between 500 and 600 BBs in that. Now, obviously I'm in the UK, and they do supply these EU type 2-prong adapters, which are absolutely no good really to me. But obviously if you're buying in Europe, I assume most countries may be able to make use of those. And then you've got a front sight adjustment tool in there as well. And then there we have it, the AK. I absolutely love this, what an absolute beauty. Now, can't see, although I assume it's under there somewhere. It is there. I was just going to say I can't see a cleaning rod, but there is one. They are pretty good for doing things like that. So there it is. This thing is absolutely enormous. I can only just get it on shot altogether. I'm going to get the mag in for a second. Now, I'm a massive fan of AKs, absolutely massive fan of AKs, and anybody that knows me personally will know how big of a fan of AKs I am. That is an absolute beauty of a piece, and I am genuinely like buzzing to just have it in my hands at the minute. So we'll go through it from the front. It is pretty much all metal or wood. So you've got the ribbed outer barrel, which I did say on the unboxing video seems to be a correct thing for helping heat dissipate. So it's nice that they've modelled this on this particular variant. One of my viewers did say that a lot of other manufacturers that manufactured the real ones under license didn't put the rib barrels, and there's all sorts of variations of it and things like that. You've then got your nice, absolutely beautifully nice wooden hand grips there that feel absolutely lovely. And if you flip round the little latch here, this does lift up to obviously access the inside of here. You've got the springs popped out there that helps keep it in place. Put that back in. Well, I'm making a mess of this. come come back in a second when I've done this. Oh wait, there we go. So lock that back in. So there we've got obviously the nice wooden handguard, absolutely gorgeous. They've done a really good quality job of sanding that down, of staining it and everything. It feels really lovely in hand. You've got a full metal leaf sight, which is obviously adjustable as you would expect. You've got a full metal top cover, I'll eject that, and you've got your traditional cheap metal looking hop unit, which I'm sure works absolutely fine because they always do. Fairly standard looking barrel. I'm not sure, I don't think it's a type bore in this, I think it's just a standard their standard barrel. What I would say is, based off obviously the E edition and things like that, they're doing M4s, all sorts of wonders with M4s. I'm hoping that they're going to come good and start doing something similar with their AK range. I'm sure a lot of people would be extremely happy. So take the mag out for 2 seconds. Got traditional style AK pistol grip, nice and comfortable to hold. I have actually found that traditionally these are more comfortable than the M4 style pistol grips. Nice metal trigger, nice metal mag release. Now I don't think AKs originally came with a side mount on, or usually do. So it's quite nice that they have put a side mount on there, so you can get an optic on the side or a mounting rail to go on to put an optic on it and things. Then we come to the stock. Now there is a tad of wobble in there, so I'm guessing there was a little bit of over sanding, and I'm sure a little bit of duct tape in there somewhere will sort that out. But the stock is absolutely stunning. Again, it just looks beautiful. Really impressed with that. Now, one thing I do like about this is in a traditional AK with a plastic stock, this battery end cap just pushes up and off, and I know a lot of people end up having to duct tape them on and all sorts to stop from losing them. Now this one is actually screwed into the stock, which is quite helpful. So what I'm going to do is put that down gently. One of the viewers commented that he thought it'd be a good idea for me to show you what the fire rate is like with the included battery. So I have taken this out and charged it up on my smart charger. So we'll do this one first, and then we'll do the usual 7.4 and 11.1. Get those out of the way. So in the stock then, we have got just about enough room for a mini type battery. You've got your fuse block in there, and it's looking a little bit rough in there, but nothing desperately terribly bad. But it's quite a deep hole. You're probably looking about that deep. Let's see how far this mini type battery will sit in. Now that will go all the way in with enough room underneath for the fuse block and things, but we don't need to worry about that just at this minute. So I'm just going to sit that in there. I'm going to connect this battery up now. Hopefully I charged this over a week ago, so it should still have enough charge to work. So this is the 8.4 volt NIM battery, 1200 milliamps. So you say full auto. I'm actually really impressed with that. Much like the 650B, that's actually really respectable. I wasn't expecting that at all. So I'll go for single. That's actually powering it really nicely. I wasn't expecting that at all. My memories of it, and the reason why I don't use them, is they did used to be absolutely terrible quality. Now clearly they've upped their gains and the battery isn't that bad. Now at 1200 milliamp, it's definitely not going to set the world on fire, and you're not, well, maybe it will if it actually sets on fire, but obviously it's not going to last you all day. You're going to need at least a couple of those to get you through a day. That said, it's no different with the LiPo anyway. So as before, I still don't have my normal battery at the minute because I broke the connector on it and I haven't got around to putting it back on. So I've got a Giant Power 1600 milliamp 7.4 volt, and this is 25C rated. This is, for comparison, slightly smaller than the NIM type battery, so will definitely fit in this stock. But again, you would need 2 of these to last a day. So 7.4 then, safe, full auto, single. That's definitely, obviously, as we expected. The 8.4 was great, but that's definitely a lot snappier. And it's obviously delivering that voltage much quicker and nicer through to the gearbox. So we've got the usual Nuprol 11.1, 2600 milliamp 20C rated battery. Now that has almost fit in the stock. That's all the way in with just the cables coming out. Now obviously you're not going to get the cables in there, but that's obviously gone all of the way. And it just shows to you just how deep that battery compartment is in that stock. So connect this up. So we've got it on safe, full auto. Oh yes, I love it, absolutely love it. We'll go for single shot. Oh, it's like double shooting on some of those because it's so quick. That's obviously like, that's just, oh, that's satisfying. So click that down. Obviously it was always going to be that the 11.1 turned it over quickly, but just obviously everybody runs slightly different type batteries, so it's good for you to see the kind of speed that it's going to put out. I am massively impressed with this. It's a really nice hefty weight, but doesn't feel like it's too heavy to run all day. You've obviously got, I did forget to mention that there is this little attachment here, keeps the mag from going in the wrong place and guides the mag into the right place, which is helpful and handy. It is a beautiful, beautiful kit. They've done amazing work with that wood. The quality of it, the staining of it is really, really nice. A little bit disappointed that they've possibly been a bit overzealous with the sand in there, so there is a tiny bit, and I'm talking like a couple of mil of movement at the far end. It's probably not even a mil at the front end, but obviously you can feel it more at the back. But that said, it is a great piece. It's such a beautiful weapon, and people are not going to be disappointed, especially if they're an AK fan, to take this out and run this. Now, I'm really, really excited to get this out on a field and get it fired just to see how accurate it is, the kind of range it can shoot and stuff like that. Now, I'm hoping for a lot of my unboxings lately. I have bought like a laser measure, so I can actually, once the hop's set, sort of tell you a rough estimate of meters that it can shoot. Probably on 0.25 grams because that's what I use, and obviously it's already been chronoed. So I will leave the usual photos for you in a minute. If you have enjoyed this today, please do like and subscribe. You are really helping me out, and I will see you next time. Bye.